Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a Neuvillette Listener by me, so let's get into it. The melusines often love surprising people that they care about, and although they didn't have a lot of occasions to do that with Neuvillette, especially with how busy he was and how often he would get used to their stuff sometimes, having lived for centuries amongst them, it was a little bit difficult. So now that you're here, things are a little bit more exciting for the melusines. And they've started to think about you as a mother to them, considering that Neuvillette is kind of like their ideal father. Then you being his partner would mean that you were their mother. And that's why, when Mother's Day was nearing and coming close, they have decided to plan something out. Something exciting. And something that would certainly be very interesting for all of them combined. Right now, what they wanted was to simply just make a nice little surprise for you. Something that would make you happy, and something that would bring a smile to your face on Mother's Day. But since they didn't have any experience in such things, it was a little bit challenging. But they would never back down from such a challenge. It was a challenge. Nothing impossible. And right now, as they looked at the gifts that they had actually written in the list, they were starting to think, what would be the most suitable thing for you, and what you would like. And so they went off on their journey, asking Clarande for advice, and other people that they knew. And finally, it was Tadine's ultimate mission, to talk to Neuvillette and ask him about some things that you may like. Monsieur Neuvillette, may I speak with you? Of course, Tadine. Come in, he says, and she smiles, walking inside. I had a question to ask. So, since you and Ryan have been dating, if it's alright for me to speak about it, I just want to ask, is there something that you know she likes? We've been thinking of getting her a gift, but we don't know what, she said, looking down a little bit shyly, and he smiled fondly. He had always thought of them as a little bit like his daughters. He's never had any, so he doesn't know what having a daughter would be like. Not in the proper sense, but he thinks that maybe this is how it feels, and he's happy with that. So, he sits down as well, and begins listing off things that you may like, much to Sadine's pleasure. She feels quite lucky that everything went so well, and that he's actually cooperating, and that in the end, nothing's going horribly wrong or anything. In fact, everything's going quite well. And once she gets out of there, she has already decided what you may need and what she will get you. And so, she goes back to the rest of the melusines, and they have a little meeting of their own, before finally deciding which gift to purchase and what you would want. And on Mother's Day, you wake up to a couple of melusines knocking at your door. Oh, hello there. Come in, you say, inviting them inside. And they're accompanied by Cedrine, who had actually, surprisingly enough, taken a day off, just to see you and celebrate this little occasion. Miss Wayan, we are really excited to show you something. So, since today is Mother's Day, and we consider Monsieur Neuvillette our father, we wanted to give you a gift, one of them said, and your heart just melted right there and then, as you looked at them, welling up. Oh, that's the sweetest thing ever. Thank you. You didn't have to, at all. But I suppose you did this because you like me, so thank you. I really mean it. It's so sweet of you all. It's really nothing. We just want to make you happy, another melusine said. And that's how all of you sat down as they told you that not everyone could come due to work and some of them staying in Mercia village. But they loved you all the same, and so it didn't matter whether they were here or not, because their sentiments would be carried with the rest. It was truly sweet how they were with each other, and that was something you would always admire. For now, though, you just stared at them until another knock came to your door, and you went to open it to see Neuvillette standing with a box of his own. "Happy Mother's Day, Wayan," he says, so solemnly and sincerely that you can't help but stare, your eyes wide, and he tilts his head at you. "Is everything all right? Please tell me. You look quite startled. Did I do something wrong? Did I come at an inappropriate time? I may go if that's what you need." "No, stop. Don't go anywhere. I'm happy that you came. I'm just a little bit shocked by all of this. I didn't expect it at all," you say, walling up and hugging him tightly. And the rest of the melusines come to hug you too, as Neuvillette sets his box aside and hugs you tightly. It was indeed one of those days that you would never expect. You never thought that they actually saw you as a mother, or that Neuvillette would actually join in and bring you a gift of his own. It was all so sweet in the most surprising of ways, something you would never expect. And so, that day became so memorable to you. Perhaps you don't see yourself as a mother exactly, but if they saw you that way, you're more than glad. And you would try to be a motherly figure for them, even though you were not really sure how that would work, considering how they're all older than you. But you may try. And since Yudix Neuvillette seems to agree with them, are quite helpless here, with the Judge of Fontaine giving his final verdict and declaring them utterly correct in their own idea. So, for now, it appears that those melusines have adopted you as their mother, and there is not a single thing that you want to do about it, nor would you ever try.